Okay folks, this will be a really funny one. Let's see if I can make this turn up a treat, even though it looks silly. It is silly, but it's funny. Anyway, let's just get stuck in. I'm really missing a loved one, folks. Trying to get this stuff up on television. See if I can find where my partner got to. Which is really difficult, dealing with what I did wrong when I was young and stupid. Not being myself. Now that's the only currency I have, apart from just enough money to get me by, is to be myself. Treat that like a form of currency. Let's see what we've got that's really silly. It's a troll's head. I didn't rip it off. I bought a bunch of trolls from a second-hand shop in a bag. And this one, and there's another one also that's missing its body. So it's a troll's head. So we'll just get a bit closer to show the detail. But yeah, that is kind of, in my opinion, I think that's funny. And of course, we all know that the internet's got people who are referred to as trolls. Trolls beware. You gotta laugh. I have had some internet trolls making disparaging comments about my stuff, especially the stuff that I'm trying to get on the TV channels, and they don't like me putting this stuff on the Facebook pages of Channel 9 and Channel 7, the Today Show and the Sunrise respectively. But I'm so desperate trying to get this stuff to air. I can't go to Channel 7 because their concierge was closed off last time I tried. And Channel 9, well, they were a little bit difficult to get to a certain extent. Actually, they weren't, come to think of it. No, they weren't that hard to get to. Now that looks interesting. Doesn't look like much. I think I took the long route to get to Channel 9. It used to be in Willoughby, so if I caught a bus to Willoughby, that would have probably been a lot better. I did catch the wrong public transport. Now this troll's head is not looking all that exciting. Just try and see if we can make it look any good. I'm going to move it over a bit. But, you get people who just don't. You always get people that are not nice. And the internet's one of the places you'll find people that are not pleasant. See how this troll head looks. Yeah, there's not much to it except the eyes. Maybe, I don't know why I did this, to be honest, folks. It does look like shit. I was hoping to show more of the ear. Wondering if we can make it a negative positive reversal of this troll. But I'm really missing Luigi. I'm really missing his love. I do really want to find him, so I'm willing to, brave the trolls that sometimes appear on Facebook. And you can't let trolls control your life, pardon the pun. You can't let them dictate to you what is right and what is wrong. They might indeed be bullies and they're difficult to deal with, but you can't let them take your life and trash it. You gotta be yourself, folks. You gotta be your fucking self. Be true to yourself. Don't let these trolls get to you. However much they hate your guts or hate what you do, you don't need to allow them to take your life and trash it. Whether it be for real, in real time, or online. There'll always be trolls in this world. Anyway, I'm not getting a very good result with this. I'm actually that looks like a good position. We just have to push it up a bit. So yeah, we have to fucking just ignore the trolls in life. Somehow ignore them. Just rise above them. Don't let them control your life. I've spent most of my life being teased and bullied in some way, shape or form. So I'm testament to this shit. This shit is real, but you don't have to let these fucktards ruin your life just because they can or they want to. You just can't let them rule your life just because they can. They are fucktards. You got to realise that. You got to realise that they just want to get a rise out of you. I know my video work isn't terribly popular, and my dad and my brother are counted as bullies. So I know what this shit is. You have to prove them wrong by just being yourself. Fuck them. Fuck my dad, fuck my brother. They're not going to tell me what to do and what's right and what's wrong. I'm going to fucking do what I think is right or wrong. Well, I'm trying to do the right thing, folks. That's what I want to do. I want to do what I believe is right. And that to believe in myself and to be myself is extremely important in this. I can't just be someone else just because the people, individuals or a crowd reckon I should be somebody that I'm not, just to please them, crowd pleasing. I'm not interested in that. I'm trying to get this stuff on television. I'm trying to locate a missing loved one. I don't need to put up with idiots who are trying to obstruct what I'm doing and make what I'm doing and make it seem wrong to them just because they don't like it. Now this looks shit house. Wondering if maybe the hair itself is more interesting than the actual head. The head looks really dull. I'm going to enlarge the hair. I'm just going to put this aside. But basically it's really distracting for my campaign when I let these trolls get to me. You can't use it with text enhance. Shit. The photocopier industry is full of bullies and trolls. There are no nice people anymore running the industry. It's no longer a friendly industry. I wonder if you're going to go matte mode for the hair. But basically I just got to thin out this hair and make it really nice. Thin it out. Just make it really look like it's going to look good on the glass. But basically I'm not going to let these trolls, both real time or internet, get to me. I'm going to have to put the dock feeder down on this silly thing. The damn old fucking trying to get this hair to look good, and my hand is in the way. But basically, you got to try to be yourself. Try to avoid letting these fucktards get to you when you know what you're doing is right, noble. You don't have to be someone else that they want you to be, and then they don't even like you anyway when you're trying to be someone else. That looks interesting, but that's the edge there. We didn't get I'm going to get a bit of paper and put it behind. But it's really difficult dealing with fucktards who don't care what they're doing to you. They don't care about you, they don't care about me, they just care about themselves. And often these people are also happen to be money fuckers, like really greedy, horrible people who just want to control everything. Sorry folks, no pun. But maybe there is a bit of a pun. Control, maybe that's where the word troll came from, control. Or maybe the word control. Oh, who knows? Who knows the fuck where the words come from. Anyway, that looks interesting. We still got a bit of that there. That's the dark area. Maybe we can remove the magenta, the background colour. But basically, you got to try to allow yourself to be yourself. Don't let these bitches get to you. However much they enjoy it, or they just don't care. Now that's lost a lot of it there. Wondering which one's the better one. That looks interesting. I'm actually thinking this is the better of the one. But basically, yeah, you have to fucking just be yourself. You know, you can't allow these horrible, nasty people take control of your life when they think that they have every fucking right just because they're Mr. or Mrs. Average or normal people. Maybe normal people with a problem, an attitude problem, because normalcy is a form of mediocrity, and mediocrity isn't a very good thing. Mediocrity is really it's a problem. I'm wondering if we're going to use that. But basically, yeah, mediocrity is a problem, and people who love mediocrity like to pull down the so-called tall poppies. I think that's what tall poppy syndrome is, when the little guys get angry, or the average people get angry, and they just want to pull down those who are clever, or even dare to say genius. But, you know, you got to try not to let these bitches get in your way. I don't think this one's going to be a very good demo, folks. I could be wrong, but I could be right. But this troll hair looks interesting. I think that's going to be the centre. But basically, you've got to try to be yourselves, folks. Try to be the person you're meant to be, not to be somebody else, not to be a clone of someone else. It's really difficult trying to fight the peer group pressure. I mean, peer group pressure is like the kind of shit that you get at school when they're trying to force you, or they're trying to coerce you into smoking a cigarette. And you all know that that's really kind of shallow and very unhealthy, deadly. Heaps of people die of smoking related diseases, and often the origin of the smoking habit could be found at school, in the schoolyard, or in the toilets. Probably more often in the toilets, because that's where there's a certain amount of privacy. It's not like being out in the area where the teachers are constantly patrolling. But yeah, they often try to get you to spark up in the girls' or the boys' toilets. It's really bad, and people should take my advice and not smoke. Not listen to those people trying to force them into smoking. Don't do it, folks. It's not worth it. And they're not worth being friends with. And they may stab you in the back even after taking your drag. They're assholes and they're bitches. Shallow people smoke a lot of the time. So anyway, that looks a bit minimalist, but I think now we can call this demo quits.